Well, hi there pluckers, Ivor Fingers back with you again for hopefully another interesting lesson for you. This one's a bit of a handful. This is my single guitar arrangement of Living Daylights from Ha, from obviously a film with the same name from a James Bond film. Okay, this is standard tuning, no capos, doing it in the original soundtrack key of D minor. Okay, hopefully you've seen my playthrough I did a couple of days ago. If not, please go and watch it so you can see hopefully what I'm about to show you. Like I say, this is a bit of a handful, and there are quite a few bar chords in it. There's really no other way of playing it really. Okay, so unfortunately it's the only way I can do it. So here we go. So starting off with the intro, okay, that's a good place to start. I've tried to put in as many of the fiddly bits, I like to call them, as I can to make the song quite interesting. But here we go. So it starts off like this. First part of the intro, okay. So what am I doing there? Basically a little hammer on pull off top E string 5th fret to 6th fret. Okay, so it's hammer up from 5 to 6 on the top E and then pull it off back to 5. Okay, 6 to 5. Okay, so okay, got that. Then we do 3rd on the top E to 5 on the top E. Okay, so you got. Then we've got two chords. We've got a G minor 7 to an A minor 7. Two ways, obviously. You could either do it like the way I've just done it. That's a bar on the 3rd fret, right across, first finger, and then the 5th fret of the 5th string, the A string, with your 3rd finger. That's your G minor 7. A minor 7 can be like A minor with the 3rd finger off, open 3rd string, 5 downwards, or you could play the same shape as that one, up 2 frets here. 5th fret bar, 6th, 7th fret on the 5th string. So you just do that, okay? I prefer the sound of it down here, but it's personal choice, okay? So you can either have that one or this one, whichever you like the sound of best, okay? So you do that twice, and then we've got this little, I think it's done on a sequencer or a synthesizer or something. It's like a it's probably a little bit quicker than that on the record, but I can't get it any quicker. Okay, so what it is it's the way I'm playing it is an open 4th string, D string, hammering up to the 3rd fret on the 4th string, and then you play the open 3rd. So it's okay, and you do that twice, one after the other. Open 4th, hammer into the 3rd fret, 4th string, open 3rd. Then we do the 2nd on the 4th to the 3rd on the 4th. Okay, go. Slowly. Okay, then we go this bit. 2nd string 1st fret to open 2nd string. Then so far. Okay. Then we play the open 3rd string, then the 2nd fret 3rd string, and then finally the 3rd fret of the 4th. So you got. Alright? So the whole thing is and you just do the whole lot twice, okay? So you just repeat that. So the whole intro is slowly is sorry about that. Do that again because I messed that one up. Okay, so and again. piano riff. Right, so that's your intro. Then we're into the verse, and it's a D minor. Okay, straightforward standard D minor chord. Okay. Hey driver, where we going? And that's that G minor 7th to A minor 7th again. Either that one to that one, or that one to that one, whichever you like best. Okay. So, hey driver, where we going? Repeat. Swear my nerves are showing. So 2 lots of that. And then we go D minor, set my F, hopes up C, way to G minor 7th, I. So it's D minor, F, C, G minor 7. Okay, so far on the verse we've got hey driver, where we going? I swear my nerves are showing. Set my hopes up way too high. And the final line, D minor again, living's F in the G minor 7th, way A minor 7th, re D minor. So now you can either do it as a bar chord, 5th fret, D minor, minor shape on the 5th fret bar, like that, or you can do it down here, whichever. But as you're going, I was doing that, and then I was doing that, because the next bit is up, little fiddly bit is up here. So if you go down there, you're going to have to come all the way back again. Okay, so that's why I did it that way. But if you can't do the bar chord D minor, do it there. Okay. So once again, the first verse. Hey driver, where we going? Swear my nerves are showing. Sorry, let's do it again. Hey driver, where we going? I swear my nerves are showing. Set my hopes up way too high. The living's in the way we die. Or that one, whichever D minor you want to do. Okay. Now we've got this little lick. Okay. It's like. Okay. What that is, it's a top E string, 5th fret, to the 6th fret on the 2nd string. Okay. Then I do the 7th fret on the little pause, and then 7th fret on the 3rd string, 6th fret on the 2nd, 8th fret sorry on the 2nd, so sorry, 5th fret on the 2nd, and then 5th fret on the 3rd. So you've got okay, bit of a pause, little minute pause, and then we've got this little bit, and that's all on the top E string, 7, 8, 10. Okay, and then the way I did it was because they've got synthesizers and all sorts of instruments doing it. I just do 2 stabs on the G minor 7th and 2 stabs on the A minor 7th. Okay. So, we'll go all the way from the beginning, okay, we'll do the whole thing slowly, okay, so here we go, so to the end of the first verse. Hey driver, where we going? I swear my nerves are showing. Set my hopes up way too high. I'm living in the way we die. Okay, got the idea. Now we're going into the pre-chorus, okay? Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. Right, so this is F minor. I'm playing it, you could play it as a bar chord, bar on the first fret, and then the third finger and pinky playing the third fret of the fifth string and the fourth string, the A string and the D string. Or you could play a simpler version like that, 5 downwards. That's barring the first 3 strings on the first fret with the first finger, and again third finger and pinky playing the third fret of the fifth string, the A string, and the fourth string, the D string. 5 downwards. Right, so that's comes the morning. This is a B flat. So F minor to B flat on morning. I'm playing it again as a bar chord, barring because I'm playing the F minor bar chord. Keep the bar on the first fret, and then the either a bar with your third finger across the third fret of the fourth, third, and second strings, like that, or you could use 3 fingers like that. Third fret of the fourth, third, and second strings, or you could play a simpler version like that. 4 downwards, top E string, first fret, first finger, and then third finger, second finger, and pinky on the fourth, third, and second strings, third fret. Okay, 4 downwards, like that. Whichever you can manage or like the sound of. Okay, so far that's F minor and B flat. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. C minor. Okay, again I'm using a bar chord, third fret bar this time, and a minor shape, all 6 strings. Okay, or you could play a simpler version like that. Okay, top 4 strings only, not the 5th string or the 6th string. Third fret top E string, first finger, second finger playing the 4th fret of the 2nd string, and third finger and pinky playing the 5th fret of the 4th string and the 3rd string. 4 downwards. So that if you want a simpler version, it would be like comes the morning and the headlights fade away. Okay, got the idea? Then the second line of this, the pre-chorus, starts the same again, F minor, 100 B flat, 1,000 people, C minor, I'm the one they... Now, I like to put in another chord here. You don't have to, you could stay on the C minor. Okay, so you could do 100,000 people, I'm the one they frame. That's fine. But I think on the record there's another chord there, and that's like 100,000 people, I'm the one they fade. This is a D flat major 7, okay? So if you want to put that in, it's barring the first 3 strings on the first fret, first finger. Third finger is playing the 3rd fret of the 4th string, D string, and pinky is playing the 4th fret of the 5th string, the A string. Don't play the bottom E string, it's just 5 downwards. I tend to rest my thumb against the bottom E string just to mute it. Don't want to hear that, okay? So there's that, okay? So 2 ways you can do it at that bit now. So if you're using bar chords, it's come the morning and the headlights fade away, 100,000 people, I'm the one they frame. Okay, now if you're using simpler chords, it's on the morning and the headlights fade away, 100,000 people, I'm the one they frame. Can't really get away from that one, okay? The only other way of playing that D major 7th sensibly would be to do it like this. You could do that one instead if you wanted to play an alternative for the D major 7th. If you find that easier, That's basically the first finger playing the 4th fret of the 5th string, okay, second finger playing the 5th fret of the 3rd string, third finger playing the 6th fret of the 4th string, the D string, and pinky playing the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, if you want to put a bar across it, you can, the first finger, all 6 strings, or you could just fret that 5th string on the 4th fret with your first finger and play 5 down to 2. Or you could play a full bar chord. So that's the alternative to that. Okay, so that's the first 2 lines of the pre-chorus. Then we go back to the 3rd line, which is F minor, B flat again, and C minor. I've been waiting long for one of us to say. And then the final line of the pre-chorus is F minor again. Save the darkness, let it never fade. Right, that's basically F. The last line is F minor, D flat to E flat, and then back to the D minor for the chorus. Oh, the Living Daylights bit. Okay, so that's that last line simplified would be save the darkness, let it never fade. So there's another way of playing that. D flat would be like that. That's a D chord, but move over all those fingers down a fret, okay, and the pinky goes up to the 3rd fret on the 4th string, 4 downwards, and then for the E flat everything goes up like exactly the same shaping of fingering, up 2 frets. So it's like the D chord up 1 fret with the pinky on the 5th fret of the 4th string, the D string. 4 downwards, don't play the 5th string or the 6th string. So it's D flat, E flat. So it's F minor, save the B flat, darkness, let it D flat, never E flat, fade it, back to the D minor. Living Daylights, okay? But if you're doing it as bar chords, it would be save the darkness, let it never fade away. That's that 4th fret bar for this is for the D flat, 4th fret bar, and those 3 fingers on the 6th fret, 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, or a single finger bar, and then for E flat up 2 frets, 6th fret bar, and the 8th fret of the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, or a single bar, like that. Okay, so that's the whole thing. So going from the whole pre-chorus, okay, the whole pre-chorus. So the way I would normally play it with bar chords. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 people, I'm the one they frame. I've been waiting for the one that's left to say. Save the darkness, let it never fade. Alright, into the chorus. Simplified version would be here comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 people are the one they say. I've been waiting long for one of us to say. Save the darkness, let it never fade away. And then into the chorus, okay? The chorus is basically D minor, G minor 7th, C, living, back to D minor, daylights. So D minor, G minor 7th, C, back to D minor 7th. So it's living daylights. Then we do a quick G G minor or G minor 7th, just a stab, okay, and then 2 stabs on the C, like that. Well, I played two little bits on the G minor 7th, like that, okay, so it's the living daylights, so you do 2 lots of that, and then a very quick return from the C. You go back quickly to the G minor 7th, and then a quick one, just a quick single stroke, and then a quick stroke on the C, and then we do this. Okay, so open A string to the 3rd fret on the A string. Okay, so the whole chorus is sorry. Living daylights. Living daylights. Okay, bit of a pause after that C, after you do the that quick G minor 7th C, quick pause, and then you're into the next verse. Okay. And then basically it repeats. It repeats the verse section, it repeats the pre-chorus section, and it repeats the chorus. Okay. Apart from the chorus is slightly different. Okay. So you do another verse. Verse 2 plays exactly the same as verse 1. The pre-chorus is exactly the same as pre-chorus 1. And the chorus is exactly the same, apart from the very end of it. Okay, so the second chorus is living daylights. Same. Living daylights. 3rd line. Living daylights. Okay, so it does 2 bars of E flat. Okay, so final line of the 4th line. Is it 4th or 3rd? 3rd line. Sorry, 3rd line of the second chorus. From the C, you could do a C bar chord there if you want to, because you're going up to E flat, which is that chord that we played earlier. Okay, which is that 6th fret bar, 8th fret on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with a bar or 3 fingers, or you could play the E flat there. So that's that D chord, upper fret, with your pinky added to the 5th fret of the 4th string. So it's the 3rd line of the second chorus. Living daylights. Then you go to a D minor for a single stroke. That one or that one, whichever D minor you want. Okay, so let's go again. So 3rd line of the chorus is like living E flat, whichever one you're doing. That's a simpler way of doing it. Okay, the way I was doing it was like living the whole verse of daylights, the whole chorus. Last line. Living daylights. Now let's do that again. That's wrong, wasn't it? Sorry, I missed the E flat out. Sorry, let's do it again. So second chorus. Living daylights. Last line. Living daylights. Right, at that point, sorry about the mix up there. At that point the instrumental kicks in, and I played the instrumental. You don't have to, you can miss it out altogether, but it's like a does that twice, the whole thing twice. Okay, so it's double stops, playing the top E string, first finger top E string, 5th fret, second finger is playing the 6th fret of the 2nd string, just those top 2 strings, then doing 3rd on the top E, 5th on the 2nd, so it's a, then that one again, then to that one. That's 1st fret of the top E string, 3rd fret of the 2nd, okay? Second time round, it's different. It's that one again, and then that one to that one, and then that one again to that. 1st fret of the 2nd string to the top E string open. Okay, so it's that one. First time round, that's the first one. Second one is and then you just repeat the whole thing from the start. Then we go into sort of a humming sort of vocals bit of the pre-chorus, like la 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 la. Right, so it's just like a normal pre-chorus, the F minor to B flat to C minor, second time round F minor, B flat, C minor, D flat major 7th, whichever you're doing, that one or that one, and then he comes in back, they come in back with the vocals on the pre-chorus again. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away, 100,000 people are the one they love, and does that again. So F minor, comes the morning, B flat, C minor, fade away, F minor, 100, B flat, 1,000 people, D flat, E flat, to the chorus. Living daylights. But it's shortened, it's only 2 lines, okay, so it's living E flat daylights. So you just got a very shortened version of the chorus there. D minor, G minor 7th, C, D minor, then the break, second line, last line, D minor, G minor 7th, C, E flat, daylights, 2 bars, E flat there, and then we go into the actual outro, which is D minor, F, C. So it's like set your hopes up way up high, living in the way we die. Set your hopes up way up high, living in the way we die. And that's how I finished it. You could do more of that. I think it fades out on the record. So it's just D minor, F, C, 2 lots of C, D minor, F, C, C. Right. Set your hopes up way too high, living in the way we die. Set your hopes up way too high, living in the way we die. And that's how I finished it. Okay then, boys and girls, hopefully that makes sense to you. And you enjoyed that one. It's a bit of a handful, but it's a lovely song, and thanks for watching and listening. Bye for now.